Lois Perry of car26.org joins me now. Lois, you actually voted for Liz Truss, and rather enthusiastically, because you liked all the return of fracking and all that kind of thing. You must be devastated at the way she's now just been taken hostage and is being held incommunicado in Downing Street.
Well, no, absolutely. And I just want to say this to my fellow countrymen. Democracy is dead. Your democratically elected government has been overthrown, and in its place it has been put globalist, technocratic stooges. You have no rights. We're going to have digital ID. Your children are not going to be in your control. You're not going to be able to own a car. You're not going to be able to own your own home. You will own nothing, and you will be happy. Jeremy Hunt is married to a woman that works for the Chinese state government broadcaster. This is absolutely horrific. Everything has gone. Zero liberty, zero freedom of speech, and zero democracy. The British public needs to know what's happening right now. It's incredible what's happening right now.
It's funny the way it all comes back to China. You know, as you say, Mrs. Hunt is basically on the Chinese Communist Party payroll for that television gig she has. Joe Biden is basically on the take from the Chinese Communist Party. Justin Trudeau is on the take from the Chinese Communist Party. You go down the list to Barbados and the Solomon Islands, and they're on the take from the Chinese Communist Party. How long can this go on before people wake up?
People do need to wake up. The government that we voted in has been overthrown not once but twice. Boris Johnson, for all his faults, won a majority of 80 seats. He was thrown out because he wasn't doing as he was told all the time. Now Liz Truss, she was put in. I did support her. I'm absolutely devastated about what's happened to her. She looks haunted, and the look in her eyes should be the look in everyone's eyes at the moment, because we have not got democracy. When you've got Jeremy Hunt, the de facto leader of the Tories, and then you've got Keir Starmer, who are both in the pockets of the technocratic globalists, there's no democracy. We have been taken over, not by troops on the ground, but insidiously by sleeper agents that have been placed in our government. And yeah, you're right, the British public does need to wake up.
If you were to take a less pessimistic view of it, Lois, you're all big on the fracking and energy independence, and you have all the facts and figures at your command. You basically beat up that chap we put you on telly with a couple of weeks ago, who was all worried about why we didn't. Why, I know you were very good at it, because you've got the facts and the figures, and if you're discussing it as a matter of energy independence, it's fine. But isn't the truth that for, like a lot of these things, it's a social issue as much as immigration and multiculturalism are, that you're up against the social attitudes of Conservative and Labour and Liberal politicians, even Sinn Féin, who are so crazy and pointless now. They want to leave the entirely dysfunctional United Kingdom to set up a country that's just exactly the same, only likely even more dysfunctional. All these people all know each other, and they all agree on all this stuff. It's very weird.
It is very weird, because the thing is, he who controls the energy and the food production controls absolutely everything. And it's very interesting. There was an article in the Mail Online today that said that the very families who benefit the most, or have historically benefited the most from oil and gas, so that's what's made them rich, are the people paying these nut jobs $25,000 a year, 25 grand a year, to actually do just stop oil protests. Why? Because if you limit the supply, then you push the price up, and then our need for oil and gas is not going down. If anything, it's going up, because renewables are a completely fake joke. So they're just pushing the price up, and you know, it's disgusting, but people need to know what's actually going on. And Jeremy Hunt making it only 6 months, helping people with their energy bills, and then making it targeted. Targeted to whom? How much do you need to have or not have? And I tell you what, these people don't want private enterprise either. And 90% of the businesses in this country are family owned. If there's no jobs, guess what? We have to get our money from the government. Guess what? It's all going to be digital. And if you're not a good girl and boy, you're not going to be able to spend your money like Trudeau and the truckers. This is the future right now with what's happening today.
Oh, yeah, they're building it. I mean, the fact is a bad winter, as they see it, is good news for them, because once the grannies start freezing to death, it's going to be an argument for an even bigger state and more government intervention. It's a terrible thing, Lois, and as we just said, it's not a good thing to teach the people that there is you can vote for a policy program, but once in office, that policy program gets tossed out the window. That's not a good lesson to teach people.
No.
Thank you very much, Lois. Always good to see you. Thank you.